Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Wyrock. And this week we're asking the question, can you calendar friendship? It's based on an article I read this week that I thought was pretty interesting. You know, loneliness is a trend among American adults. We've covered that extensively here on Wake Up, Look Up. You don't even need me to talk about it. You probably feel it. And the article I read in The Atlantic was acknowledging that. In fact, it was saying that part of the reason for that is because as an adult, you're out of the normal rhythm. Like probably the last time you could think of having a really robust group of friends was when you were in school, high school, college. And part of that was just because you ran into people. You were meeting people and making plans. You had more free time and just more social interaction. Now you fast forward, maybe you've got a few kids and a job and responsibilities, and it's just hard to find time. And even when you have social time, it's hard to find a window of time that those you might build friendships with are also free. So this article was suggesting a new path forward, and that is that you calendar your friendship. That in the same way you might make a dentist appointment, that you actually reach out to friends and put a standing calendar event on your schedule. So every third Tuesday night is when we hang out, something like that. Because the reality is, social scientists tell us that developing social habits need structure. Just like going to the gym, we tend to think of friendship as more about spontaneity, but true lasting friendship actually thrives best in structure, which is why reoccurring calendar events might be the best way forward. It also takes less effort because once you get it on the calendar, if you're like me, you can just build around it. It's on there than sitting at your phone trying to find when the next available slot is. Now, the whole reason I bring this up is because I want you to see yet again, the Bible has been saying this for thousands of years. Reoccurring calendar events sound a lot like biblical community. After all, in Hebrews chapter 10, we're told that we shouldn't neglect spending time together, that it's a meaningful thing. We should build our lives around time with other Christians, not build time with other Christians around our lives. It's a need to be intentional. It's also the daily rhythm of the local church in the New Testament. In Acts 2, people are meeting together daily. They're in each other's homes. They're sharing things. They're eating meals together. They are doing life together. They've built regular rhythms of time together. In Philippians 2, we're told to intentionally plan for time together, to seek it out, to build it in. All that to say, what social scientists and journalists are telling you need to do, build meaningful friendships that cause you to grow and do it in a reoccurring way, the Bible has been telling you, and your local church is probably telling you. After all, this is where the church is so far ahead of culture with things like Bible studies or small groups. At my church, we call them circles, regular times of gathering with other Christians to grow, sure, but also to have fun, to enjoy each other's company, to cry together, to laugh together, to pray together, to do the kinds of things that friends do. And I say that for a couple of reasons. One is I want you to feel the confidence of seeing that the Bible isn't just telling you what you should do in terms of checking off a rule. It's telling you what you should do to actually flourish. No one knows you better than the God who created you, who knows the environment in which you are going to become the best version of yourself. But also, your local church is trying to help you. The next time your pastor gets up and says you should be in a small group, he's really just saying what science and journalists are saying. If you're lonely, the church has an answer for that. Should you calendar friendship? Yes. And you should start by putting a small group, a Bible study, a class on your schedule. Don't build your spiritual growth and your friendships around your life. Build your life around them. Hey, thanks so much for watching this episode of Wake Up, Look Up. While you're here, take a minute to like and subscribe. Really helps us get the word out. Don't hesitate to leave a review wherever you might find this podcast on an audio level and help spread the word. And hey, while you're here, check out all the other content we have at Christ Community Chapel on YouTube. Some of those videos are popping up on the screen now. Click on one.